Hello! Okay, so my name is Caitlin and I'm going to be showing you some beginner ceramic project ideas. I took beginner ceramics last year. I'm not like the best artist or anything. This is just to spark inspiration because sometimes the hardest part of beginning ceramics is just coming up with an idea for a project. And I made quite a few things last year. I'm not going to show you everything I made, but I'm just going to go through like some of my projects and explain a little bit about how I made them. But feel free to skip through the timestamps because I will have those if you don't care about me explaining how I made them. So let's get started. Okay, starting off really beginner, really simple. Just making some like trays is super simple. These are not very like well done, but this is just what it looks like. And I just did like a simple easy tray method where you just cut the corners of a rectangle and then you fold them upwards. But this one's kind of cool because I did like a rolling stamp of like these koi fish and then used a high fire glaze, and I think it turns out pretty cool just to hold jewelry. I feel like it's pretty practical first project. And this is another one. I tried to glaze it to look like actual koi fish. It's not the best looking, but you know, it's experimenting and it's art and it still works. You can still put stuff in it. So I think that's a success. And if you were impressed with those trays, here are two more trays that I made kind of near the end of my year. And so this is just like a leaf tray, leaf bowl. It's pretty big and you can fit like a lot of things in here. I'm pretty proud of this project even though it's really simple to make. So then I just cut out a slab into the shape that I wanted, and then I molded it around a bowl that was like already made, just like a metal bowl, and just let it sit overnight. And then when I came back, I took it off. It held its shape, and then I just scored the lines of like the veins of the leaf just with a knife tool. You can use any tool. And then I added another leaf and did the exact same thing. And this is kind of cool because it's like a double layer tray, so you can put like little earrings in here if you wanted, and then like big bracelets or I don't know, snacks in here, whatever you want. So yeah, and then I also thought it was cool that I did two different glazes. So this is like more of a matte glaze and this is a more shiny glossy glaze. So I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, just to switch it up a little bit more, just to get you more creative juices flowing, this is more of my complex project. So this is a vase, and yeah, so I'm super proud of this project, and I sculpted all of these things by hand. My friend Maddie actually did the flowers, and the back I didn't do any detailing because I really got tired of doing this glaze water like tie-dye job. But yeah, and so it's just 3D, super cool. Like the frog is like off of it, so it's 3D. It took me like months to do. And so the construction of the actual vase is kind of wonky, like it's kind of sideways, kind of tilted. But I think that's okay. It's beginning ceramics. You're just here for the ideas. So you can do a much better job than me. Just did rectangular slabs and put them together. And then I sculpted the frog using just like a YouTube video online on like how to make a mouse or something. And so I molded some clay around like a little ball of like tin foil with saran wrap to hold its shape. And then I just kind of carved it out, carved and added more of the details onto it. You can find YouTube videos and TikToks everywhere of like how to sculpt things. Just look it up if you're trying to make any sort of animal. And then yeah, and then just these lily pads I just cut out freehand, did little scoring details in the middle, and then the flowers were just like little tiny petals you cut out and then you just pinch them together and they stick together. So yeah, I just thought this was a super cool project. I'm really proud of it and I hope this sparks some creativity. And it's a vase, put some flowers in it, very cool, very pretty. If you're not that big into like sculpting and stuff, you could always just go with molds. So here are some molds that I did. I think these are pretty cool. And you can just choose a cool glaze to go on it. Put some almonds in it, a little snacking dish for your table. And then this is a heart vase, super cute, classic, just red. A lot of people make this. And then you can kind of see the seams on it as well, but not a big deal. And then if you want to step it up with your mold, then I kind of stole this idea from my friend Esther, who was sat next to me in class, and we made teapot. So I think this is a super cool idea. So I started off with just a circle, so like a circle bowl mold, and to make this base part, and then the lid comes off. So cool. So this circle part is all just a mold, so that's why it's so smooth, so perfect, so round. And then I hand cut out just a slab and attached the handle, and then I hand sculpted the spout. Then to spice up your teapot, I added this dog on a picnic blanket, and I used the leash as the handle. This was also one of my friend's ideas, to do the leash as the handle. So this was super cool. Also, I guess I really like sculpting animals. So this is a dog. This looks like my dog. I have a Labrador. It's not picking up that great on camera, but it does have a little face as well. I don't know if you can see it. And then I just traced the inside of the teapot and made that circle a little bit smaller than you would think, because the glaze and just trying to make it fit, you want to make it a little bit smaller. So I hope that made sense. But also has a little tennis ball, super cute. Super proud of this project. I think the colors are really cool, just bright orange, red, yellow, very summer, very cool, very cute. So this was actually my first big project. It's Perry the Platypus. If you didn't know that, I really feel bad for you because I feel like it's pretty obvious. His face is a little wonky, kind of looks like the pigeon in the pigeon books, but I think it's really cool. I love Perry the Platypus. Phineas and Ferb is my favorite show ever made. How I made him is kind of weird. I actually did the pinch pot method. So the pinch pot method is usually something you learn pretty early in your ceramics class, but you can always look it up if you don't know it. So I did 2 big pinch pots and I put them together. So like these are the 2 pinch pots, and then I glued them together, not glued, scored and slipped them together to make like a weird potato looking thing. And then I like kind of slapped it and stuff with like wooden tools to get this rectangular shape as the base of the platypus. And then I carved out the middle, so there's a hole in it, and he's actually hollow, because if you don't, then it'll blow up in the kiln. So yeah, and then I just kind of freehanded carved out these little feet, scored and slipped them, attached them, so they're kind of actually on the bottom. And then yeah, and then I made this giant big thick tail, just like a rectangular slab, then use a knife tool to score the waffle cut. But yeah, super cool, love it. This is one of my favorite things ever. I have it in my room. He actually holds my jewelry. He holds my necklaces off his beak. I have him over my desk. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, so super cool. Perry the Platypus, practical and cute. So I feel like you can tell that I like to add a lot of attachments to my project. So this was my tripod project. You can look it up, the tripod method, or like tripod technique in ceramics. So the tree trunk is a tripod, so as you can see it has like 3 legs, I guess, roots. But yeah, so a lot of people made different things with their tripods, just like vases. So I actually made mine a tree because I was like, ooh, these kind of look like roots. The creative juices, just the creative artistry thinking. And then I added a ton of attachments, just flowers, butterflies, like fungi, vines, just trying to make it like cool. And I think the glazes that I chose were pretty cool. I think it was hard to do a lot of different glaze colors because some of them kind of bled a little bit, as you can see. Then I'm kind of coming to a close. I'm going to show you 2 more like big projects and then just like some honorable mentions. But something else that you can experiment with just to like level up your projects is adding glass. So when you add little glass shards to your projects, they like bleed and make a really cool color thing. So I actually made 2 more trays. I know I made a lot of trays. So I made a sun and a moon tray. These look super cool, right? For this I just carved out the shape, built some walls, scored and slipped it all around, and then glazed it and glued down all different colors, glasses. But yeah, so it's like a cool little crescent moon. So this was super easy. It took me like, I don't know, 3 days to make. This is my sun tray, and I actually engineered this really badly. So one of the triangles broke off. I don't know if you can tell, but I had to hot glue it back on, but it's together now, and I don't think you can even really tell. So I just carved out all these little triangles. I actually have one of them. I had an extra. This is just one of the triangle trays that I made, and then I just pieced them together onto a circle tray. I thought it could be a cool jewelry holder, but I actually made it way bigger than I wanted to, so it doesn't really fit on my desk, but it's okay. So maybe if you do it, make sure you don't make them too big. So that was basically it. I hope this sparked some creativity, gave you some ideas, but then just some honorable mentions, just some easy projects you can do. I made some ceramic fortune cookies. I just saw a TikTok of a guy who made a ton of these, like 1,000 ceramic fortune cookies or something crazy like that. 3 of them, super easy. You cut out a circle and then you just pinch it together, and it's super easy. They didn't turn out that great for how easy they were to construct. I feel like the glazes kind of messed it up, and I don't know why I made them like colorful, but you know, you live and you learn. Then this this is also a project I made, kind of weird. I don't know if you want to like pour something. I think I made this on the wheel, like this pottery wheel, just the base of it, and then I curved this and added a handle and made it look all weird. Then there's this ugly bowl. It kind of looks scary. I was just kind of testing out glazes, so I'm pretty sure I made this on the wheel, but it kind of like got messed up and misshaped. And then I was trying out this cool new glaze, or old glaze, I don't know, new to me, old in life. So yeah, it was like this crackle glaze, and I don't know if I put too much on or if it was just like the end of the bottle, but this crackle glaze kind of made it look scary. And then I put like holes in it. It kind of looked like cheese, but then I was like trying to go for like more moon looking, I don't know. And then I put black glaze inside to make it like darkness. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you got some good ideas out of this. If you did enjoy, please like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.